Today, we're gonna do a deep dive on the power of the Force coins, and trust me, you're gonna be shocked at what you find out. Welcome back to the journey, and if you're new, we're collecting the entire Star Wars Kenner line, made from 1977 to 1985, and yes, we started from scratch, so if you have to go back and binge watch those episodes, please do. And yeah, today we're gonna talk about the power of the Force coins. Sounds like a boring subject? I mean, they are coins, and we collect action figures. Well, whether or not if you collect them, they are still part of the Kenner vintage line. And plus, once you watch this episode, you're gonna have all these knowledge about these coins to either fall more in love with them or really despise them. So let's go. Now, I remember seeing the power of the Force toys when I was a kid, and I would see them being sold in the weirdest of places. Not just conventional toy stores, but drugstores, hardware stores, and even liquor stores and gas stations. This was because by 1986, Kenner was having a hard time selling these, and toy stores weren't making any more room for Star Wars. Let's just face it, without new movies or stories to be added to the Star Wars universe, kids and parents just didn't want to buy the toys anymore. And even though the figures were now coming with these collector's coins, this wasn't enough to save Kenner coming out with new figures, vehicles, and playsets, so they ended the line officially in 1986. So let's dig into these coins, and yes, be aware that some of the info that you're gonna find out is gonna be shocking. So let's talk about the coins themselves. On the front will be an image of the character, and on the back, a description of them. They are made out of aluminum and came carded with the figures in the Power of the Force line. Pretty straightforward, right? So now, how much do most of them go for in today's prices? In today's market, you can get most of them for about $20 to $40 on average. But when I saw an auction on eBay for a yak face coin, my jaw dropped. Why is that coin so much and the other ones are about $30 to $40 on average? To understand that, we have to break down these coins into 5 categories. So altogether, there are supposedly 62 coins that Kenner made. They were originally gonna make 90, but like I said, they ended the line in 1985, so their plans to make more were shut down. And that takes us to category 1. Power of the Force cards that were sold at retail that included the coins. And that's this list right here. With the exception of the rare yak face and the Anakin coins, all of the rest are pretty standard and will cost the regular fair market price. This was because yak face and Anakin weren't distributed in wide amount, with yak face only being sold in Canada, Europe, and the UK. So now this takes us to category 2. These are the reissue cards, or characters that had been released in prior movies, but now they are being repackaged and sold as part of the Power of the Force line. And that's this list right here. A much larger list, with the exception of the rare, hard-to-find coins in this group, which are the Trenchcoat Han, Yoda, and the Gamorrean Guard. The rest should be on fair market value prices as well, $20 to $50. So now we have 35 coins listed so far. And now we get into the rare and the more extremely rare side of the coin. Was that a pun intended or not intended? And now the category 3 coins. Now these are the coins that were only offered as a mail-in giveaway. And for those of you who are new to toy collecting or how Kenner did the giveaways, you had to remove a proof of purchase from a card, vehicle, or playset, and depending on the offer advertised on the card, you would send in the proof of purchase and boom, you would get an offered item for free. So if they offered you a coin, you would send in a proof of purchase and you'd get a special coin. The only trouble with this is that Kenner would randomly select which coin you got. You couldn't ask them what coin to send you, although there is proof of some kids writing letters asking for what coin they wanted and it working. There's also proof of people writing letters to Kenner, sending in 62 proof of purchases and getting the complete set. There's also proof of people sending letters into Kenner and Kenner asking them just to send $29 and they would get the full set that way. Otherwise, you got a random coin. So the coins offered in category 3 are these: Chief Chirpa, Emperor's Royal Guard, the original Luke Skywalker, Logray, and the TIE Fighter pilot. All of these characters were on the list of Kenner to make next. So because Kenner had already struck the coins, that's why they were offered as mail-in giveaways. They were already available. But now, we get into the rare of the rare coins. The kind of rare that can cost a small fortune rare. These are the category 4 coins. These items were still sent in the mail, but since Kenner was at the end of their life cycle with the Star Wars coins, there were never release dates planned for these coins to ever be paired with the figures, so these category 4 coins weren't made in mass amounts. So, to get one of these coins is extremely hard to find these days, very expensive to obtain, and some of these can go for hundreds or thousands of dollars. And finally, there are the category 5 coins. These are the lightning in a bottle coins. And these were also sent out in the mail, but we're talking about hundreds were sent out, which makes you extremely lucky if you got one of these in the mail back in 1985. Most of these category 5 that have turned up in the market come from ex-Kenner employees who had multiples of these at home. So these are the famous 62 Power of the Force coins. And if you're lucky enough to fill a case of this as a complete collection, it might look like this. But to go on this quest, and you have completed the entire coin collection, hi out there, please like and subscribe, and comment how long it took you, and how much it took you. And I bow to you because I can only imagine how hard that was. But there is a 63rd and a 64th coin. So what are those? So what is the 63rd coin? Well, it's this coin, and it's called the Jedi Knight Gold coin. It depicts a Jedi holding a lightsaber up in the air, and on the back, it says, Jedi Knights battle the Emperor's evil Imperial Empire using their lightsabers and the magical power of the Force. It's said that only 10 are in existence, which makes this coin the rarest of the rare. It was going to be offered as a special mail-away offer on the 93 back Power of the Force carded figures, which those were never made. And only this photograph exists of what the inside looks like. It would have came with 18 other coins, and if you see on the top left, there is the Jedi Gold coin. It's so rare, I couldn't even find it for sale to get a price. Now the 64th coin, it's a smaller coin than the regular size of the Power of the Force coins, and some have even argued if it should be even included in the Power of the Force line. But here it is. It's the Luke X-Wing coin that was planned as a mail-in giveaway, but it never happened. Instead of the Power of the Force logo, it has a Yoda head. It was said to only have 400 produced, which makes it more plentiful in existence than the Jedi coin, but when you consider that Kenner made millions of the other coins, this is a rare coin in comparison to that. Now, there were also the droids and the Ewok coins, in where there are rarities and hard to find coins as well, such as Vlix. But back to the Power of the Force coins, there are also variants, and new ones are found every day. But this one, for example, is this. The regular issue of the Han Solo in his trench coat coin looks like this, but the variant misspelled Han into Hans. So, being that the Han Solo in the trench coat, the coin in its regular form is expensive, the variant can fetch even more. So, with that knowledge in mind, I'm in the mood to buy a Last 17 figure and its coin. So, I have a confession to make. There are some figures or characters that come from the movie that I have never heard about until I started doing this run, and Barada is one of them. Barada was one of Jabba's goons and was on the sail barge as Luke Skywalker was going to be executed. Luke fought back and slashed Barada, ending the character's life in the Tatooine desert. And here's the action figure of Barada. He comes with the same vibro axe that also comes with Nikto and Yak Face, and he looks like he can be one of Shredder's goons from the Ninja Turtles. Often you will find variants on figures, but for this one, there are no known variants. So what you see is what you get with this guy. So things to look out for on this figure is the standard paint rub that comes with normal play and a vibro axe that isn't broken, bent, or missing any of its molded features. Prices for a complete burrata are in the average of $150, with the coin selling for about $30 to $40. And we found a great example of burrata on eBay being sold for $110, so we grabbed that. And we happened to be on a Facebook page where a deal or no deal was going on, and that's when a seller will post a picture and description of an item but won't post a price. It's then up to people to leave a price that they want to pay in the comments. If you want to bid higher, you can, until the seller announces in the comments the winning bidder. I only do these if I have a price point in mind, and if I'm outbid, I won't start a bidding war, because most of the time, there will always be another one around the corner. So we outbid a buyer and won the coin for $27. We also made a deal with the seller to buy one of his other coins, the Imperial Dignitary coin, for $32. The figure that we received from the eBay seller was very well packaged and even came in a plastic container as well. And you can see here that the red on the torso is a little bit discolored. And looking at reference photos, yes, this is a discoloration, as most carded examples graded at 90 have the torso red and the legs the same color. So if you're wanting a burrata to get a high grade, look out for that. The vibro axe is also in great shape, and now this figure is almost complete. So now for the coin. There's burrata, nice looking coin. Let's just take it out. Wow, it's my first time actually touching a coin, because the ones I do have came in the little cases. And the other one is the Dignitary. There you go, the Dignitary. Very nice. So there's a good look at the Dignitary coin, and I am buying these because I don't think that the figures are complete, at least of the last 17, without these coins. And there is the burrata coin. You haven't made it unless your face is on money, and burrata has made it. Great looking coin. I need to buff it out because you can see the fingerprints on it. One of the many weird creatures who served as a guard in the palace of Jabba the Hutt. I would take offense to that if I was burrata. He's not weird, he's just burrata being burrata. 2 coins to add to the collection. So here's the burrata with his coin, and we're gonna place this in our display case with the coin in its coin case and the stand, which you can purchase in the links using the description. And when you do buy things from my links, it helps the channel and allows me to keep making this content for you. So thank you for that. And let's also place the Imperial Dignitary coin in our display case, and hopefully we get that figure soon. So let's cross burrata off our list, and we got the coin and the figure for a grand total of $163.65 with tax and shipping costs included. And let's also put that we have the coin. And let's also cross off the coin for the Imperial Dignitary for $32. And while I was editing this episode, I bought a couple coins from a Facebook site called Power of the Force Coins. I bought an Amanaman coin for the figure that I already have, and I bought the Han in Carbonite coin. But looking at the list, you can get a good idea of what some sellers are pricing these coins at. So screen grab this video and use this as a data point if you are shopping for these right now. I'll show these coins in a future episode when they get shipped to me. So that was our deep dive into the Power of the Force coins. And if you learned anything new or want to add more info that I didn't include, please let me know in the comments. And if you found this video interesting, please hit that like button. It does support the channel. And if you want to do so, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can follow the journey. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time. If you're new to the channel, check out the welcome video, or just check out the next episode. And please subscribe if you want to follow the journey. And remember, there is no shame in being a Padawan.